So here's the old Jounce, and then here's what the new one looks like. And we're gonna have to do some manipulating to be able to not remove the springs and put these in there. So wish me luck. Nice.
My story is the story of a man who starts off at the bottom and with a bit of hard work continues along the bottom and finally ends up at the bottom. Hey, this is Classic Cars and Comics. Thank y'all very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's roll. Okay, I'm sure these have never been replaced. I'm the first person to replace the bump stops or jounces from 99. So I use a long screwdriver to be able to get in there and sort of pry it out. And you just sort of work it until you're able to finally get it to release. You'll see that in an upcoming video. I also use my quick disconnects to disconnect the sway bar to get that out of the way. But you just sort of get in there and pry these out. You would have thought with the lift I did that these would have already been replaced, but they were not in my kit. In 4-Wheel Parts defense, they did not see my Jeep prior to starting to work on it. It was going to run me, I think, around $500 to $700 or more to go back in after the fact and get all these replaced. And I was like, holy cow, that's expensive. There's got to be another way. So with the sway bar disconnected, I jacked it up just a little bit behind the front tires to allow a little bit more of that spring to open up, and I get to work. I also found that by biting my bottom lip and grunting, it seemed to help with this process.
That was as simple as just getting it up there, getting my body sort of up under here where I could put some leverage and just push it in there until you hear it pop.
So what I'm doing here is I'm using my thumbs, and before I'm operating the camera off camera, I'm sort of using both my thumbs on the bottom side of this jounce, grabbing the springs with my other fingers, and then I'm just pushing and shoving that in there. I think other people have used like pieces of wood, either shims, or crowbars to lock those into place. But I was able to do it just with using my fingers on the springs and then just pushing up.
Okay, I'm going to try to show y'all how I get this in there. Hopefully I don't block it with my big head. Try it. Yeah. Slid right in there. Good to go.
Okay, I now move around to the back side. The driver's side has a jounce or what's left of one in it. The passenger side didn't, so since I'd never worked on these, I tried the passenger side first because there's nothing in there. Went super, super easy using the same techniques I had used earlier on the front. I didn't have to jack up the back or anything. Super, super easy.
I love this fan, man. This fan's awesome.
So here I go again on my own, and a little bit of grunting, a little bit of biting the bottom lip sort of helps, I found, and you just get that popped right in there. As soon as you get it popped in, then you're just going to start working back in there, working back and forth with your thumbs. My arm is blocking a little bit here, but it's those same techniques I've already discussed. Lock into the spring with your fingers that are free. Use that thumb to sort of lock and push that into place. Sometimes you'll hear a little pop. Other times you'll just sort of see that it's seated in there properly.
Heck yeah.
Now, I believe that the strategies that I used to get these installed today would also work on a normal Jeep that didn't have a lift. I just think that you can pop that jounce or that bump stop in between the spring, especially if you use a little bit of a jack in the front end, and if you want to disconnect your sway bar to be able to get in there a little easier. you can achieve this without spending several $100s in labor or completely disassembling part of your front end and your rear end to get it done. You should be able to get it through there. I know that I've watched someone else's video and they were able to do it, and that looked like a stock height Jeep. They had also talked about maybe using some kind of soap or grease or some kind of lubricant, if you will, to get that bump stop between the springs. I didn't even have to do that. I just ordered the parts and eyed it myself and said, you know what, you're going to be able to do this because you want to save $500 to $700, and that's what I did. So it was not hard. This was the easiest thing I've ever done on my Jeep. I had two other things that I needed to do. I've got a winch I'm going to install, and I've also got a way to be able to flat tow this, and those are two videos that are going to be coming up. But I walked away from it that day going, golly, you won a victory today. It was not hard. You saved money, and you're just going to walk away for a winner. You're not going to touch the Jeep for the rest of the day. But easy process. Thank y'all very much for watching. Got 2 more videos coming. Love y'all a long time.